June.
Hello, hello, and welcome to Anime Club. My little guy Malefs. I've just learned that word because I looked it up before. My name's Chris, and this is Phoebe. How are you doing?
Heyo. Yeah, I'm all right, thanks. I was just showing off my new June sippy cup
Sippy cup.
because I've entered my sippy cup era of my 30s.
Are you still on TikTok? Like, do you scroll TikTok a lot?
Sometimes I do a lot of YouTube shorts, to be honest.
I'm more of reels now. I've went off because there's more memes
Oh.
on. Yeah, and I'm a bit older now. A distinguished gentleman. Yeah, but weirdly, at one point, I was in a drink talk or whatever it's called, where people had loads of like cups with weird attachments, like, oh, he has a little briefcase that I put toothpicks in or something like that.
Yeah.
It was very extra.
And they always have like fancy ice. I'm obsessed with that part of TikTok. Where these
Like
people clearly have way too much time on their hands, because who can be asked every week? Like, they do like a restock every week, don't they? And it's like, you're using so much ice. I don't think I use ice that much. You know, I mean, we are in England, so it's not like super hot. But like, who's out here putting hibiscus flowers in their ice, like on the daily? It's insane.
I didn't even know what a hibiscus flower looks like.
It's like an edible flower.
Aren't all flowers edible?
No. Some of them quite poisonous.
Still edible, just once.
Everything's edible if you're brave enough.
I've heard a similar saying to that. But anyway, welcome to Anime Club, where we watch the first 3 episodes of an anime and see if we like it or not. This week, it's been your pick, Phoebe.
It has.
It's been your pick.
I love how very early on you're distancing yourself from the pick. Yeah, we did Escaflow-yay this week. Which, honest to God, very different to how I remember it.
I remember
that's
you
how I would
messaging. So
that's how. Yeah, no, go for it.
The vision of Escaflow-yay. Escaflow-yay? That's how you say it.
Yeah.
So me and Molly started watching it last night. But the night before, when you watched it, you went...
I can't believe this is the anime that you choose to introduce Molly to anime with. This feels like... No! She's never going to get it.
I couldn't find a dub version, so I watched it on Crunchyroll. So we watched it sub. So like after the opening song, I was like, so what do you think of it? She was like, I just don't understand it. I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What don't you understand? Like, because I'm thinking there's flashing images, there's girls, and there's like dragons and whatever. And she's like, no, it's in Japanese. I can't understand it. I was like, all right, this is gonna go well.
Molly, brand new to the concept of anime, just realising it's in Japanese. Although, to be fair, I am glad that you showed her the sub, not the dub, because I watched the English dub.
Yeah.
Because I'm a dub girl and I'm lazy, and that's fine. And actually, after the first episode, I was like, I think I'm gonna have to switch to the sub, because the voice acting on this English dub for the Vision of Escaflow-yay is insane. It's so cringy. I was like, to the point where I was like uncomfortable watching it.
Can you give us a line, like a impression of what it was like?
I can give you an impression. I can't remember any of the lines because I was too busy going like this.
Prepare it to cringe. Go on then.
I think what it sounds like is so. And I know you said this isn't a relatable reference to you, but as an adult theatre kid, I've seen a lot of musicals, and there's this thing that like Broadway West End actors do when they're about to enter a solo, and they've got a speech, and they have to start pacing it really carefully because they have to make sure that they start singing at exactly the right moment, and that voice acting in the dub feels like that. But there's no song. The song never comes. And there's also a lot of noises happening, and it is almost like a pastiche of what you imagine voice acting to be in English. Like when people say I've got a problem with dubs, they're probably thinking of dubs like this.
Yeah,
it's not great.
we've been watching quite a few of the classic stuff that maybe we haven't watched or only one of us watched, and yeah, they didn't invest in English voice actors.
There's a distinct difference between what anime made today and the voice acting in anime made today, as opposed to 90s anime. For sure, the quality of voice acting is very, very different. With an exception of like films like Studio Ghibli.
I was gonna say exceptional like Cowboy Bebop, because I still think the voice acting of that is amazing, spot on. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I've even heard the dub of that, and I don't need to.
And whoever does the Radical Edward voice in the English dub, teeter-totter, teeter-totter, it's perfection.
Yeah.
It's just so good. It's so distinct and wonderful. Yeah.
And Ain's voice as well.
Yeah, just that you can hear in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's literally just asking to go for a wee right now, so this is going to be constant for the whole of tonight.
Nice. Well, speaking of which, what snacks you got today?
I was really shit with getting snacks today.
Show us your snacks.
So I've got Taco Bell. But what I have, basically, I've just got their chicken tenders and some nachos. I also have a quesadilla and a soft taco here as well, which might make an appearance. Will be very messy. And then some seasoned rice. But what I have got that I've never had before is the Cali Ranch dressing.
Right.
Which I only put because I was like, oh, I've never actually had ranch dressing because it's not really a thing over here. So I thought I'd shove that on my order. Absolute delight. We'll be ordering that again.
I've never tried it like from the shop. I've made it myself and it turned out nice. But do you know when you make something and you're like, I'm not sure what it's meant to taste like, but it tastes nice, so I'll accept it. Yeah.
It tastes like the mix between the Domino's garlic and herb. Pardon me, sorry, I've got burps now. This is going to be a horrific. Like the dog's barking, I'm burping into the mic. Welcome to Anime Club.
It's fine.
It's fine. It tastes like a cross between the Domino's garlic and herb dip, the greatest dip known to take away, and like a salad dressing, and I'm into it.
I would go for that. I would like to try it, but I disagree with the golden herb being the best. The Domino's one.
Oh well, you can shut your mouth.
There's a takeaway that me and Molly used to live next to called Santino's, and the garlic sauce from there was the best I've ever tasted. It did make you have the runs, but it was worth it. It's a small price to pay for flavour. But anyway, speaking of the runs,
what have you got at your snacks?
My snack, I've got plop.
Very good.
And I've got a full bag of them, bag of plops.
A big old bag of plops.
I was gonna I don't want to get me keks dirty, so I'll save them for another time. But I'm gonna try a. Are you talking to me, or Eddie?
Both of you.
Oh.
Most of you.
I've got these as well because I thought I would try this and wash it down with a plop if it's not nice. So that's a marzipan biscuit roll. I think it's got licorice on it. I do like marzipan though. I know you're gonna be like
marzipan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're gonna say. You're gonna be like, oh, it's not proper marzipan, not like from the old country.
Okay, look, don't diss Flemish marzipan. If you want decent marzipan,
I knew it was coming.
But it is, and also because I know that like it's too early to be talking about Christmas. But at Christmas, Stollen is a thing. and I worked with another phlegm for a while, and every Christmas he would bring me proper stollen, which is like Christmas cake but with big chunks of marzipan in it. It's so good, so
Does it
good.
does it taste? Does the stollen taste like the what that we get in Aldi?
Actually, the Audi one's not too bad.
Right. Oh well,
You're not a
because I
fan?
like that.
Yeah, it's actually quite a good version.
Yeah,
I love it.
Jake's in it needs to be from the marzipan region of France. Well, I've got sparkling fondant then.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. It's fair to call me out on my bullshit. But having licorice, having licorice on top of marzipan seems like a flavour nightmare.
Well, I've just opened it and it smells
Oh.
very spicy. I'm smelling it from up here,
Ooh.
not me nose. So we'll see what happens. But
Okay.
Escaflow-yay, it's your
Hey.
it's your pick this week. So
Yeah.
what's it about?
So
I know you've just put something in your mouth there.
I know that's lovely timing. Thank you. Normally I do that to you. So it's about a young athlete, which I'd forgotten that she was like in the track team or whatever. Like the first episode is mostly just her track team romance drama. A young sporty schoolgirl called Hitomi, whose grandmother is some sort of fortune teller and has passed down her strange fortune telling gifts through a magical kind of pendant thing. She basically tarot reads for her friends and fancies a boy. That's episode 1.
Yeah.
And then right at the end, a random prince from another world, a magical world, suddenly, like in the middle of them doing like some sort of late night track run, just like jumps into their world and brings with him a dragon, and that is where it then goes crazy, because she then gets dragged into his world, and then the rest of the series is about her landing in his world and finding herself in a world of like knights and Gaimalefs, which are the mechs of Escaflow-yay, and he's like generally very brooding. The prince Van, it's like very like teenage, like it's a bit, yeah, it's a lot of that. There's that. There's also Alan, the who's like the long blonde haired gentleman of sensitive soul.
Alan
Also makes an
Shazar.
appearance. Alan Shazar.
Yep.
He also makes an appearance.
With an owl. The gentleman with an owl.
Gentleman with an owl. I am gonna let Eddie out because this is gonna get really annoying otherwise.
I'll take over if you want.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically what the first 3 episodes are.
Yeah. So I've seen the first 3 episodes. It's set in the. She's young from modern day Japan, so it's an isekai from 1996, and she's thrown into Gaia, which is a fantasy world. And it's a bit confusing at times because she knows where she is by looking up at the sky, and they're like, "Oh, are you from that place there?" And there's the Earth and the sky where their moon should be. I've just realised I was by myself for a bit there. But
Have
yeah,
you only just realised you've been by yourself for a while? Wow, Chris. I feel like you never even see me anymore.
I forgot to say as well, I do have some Care Bear lumpy juice as well. So I'll see about eating
I
as well.
thought you didn't like. Why do you keep buying lumpy juice? Because I thought you didn't like it, but I'm starting to think you actually do like it.
I like the juice, not the lumps.
Do you just leave the lumps? The
No,
lumps
I eat
must
them.
take up so much of this room.
Yeah, they do. It's like it's like drinking a slush if you don't like ice. It's like, oh. But yeah.
What, you just, like melt the lumps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what? Looking back, first three
Yeah.
episodes, what were
Yeah.
your first impressions? Because I'm guessing you've seen the whole series before, but it's different when you look back at 2025 eyes. Because you said, "Oh God, why did I recommend this?" Messages that when you were watching them. Why? At what
Yeah.
point did you think that?
First 5 minutes. No. So, well, so there are bits of this series that I really like, and I still remember as being like iconic mech fighting. I love a mech. And in Escaflow-yay, what I like about the mechs is that it's like a lot of the time mechs are very sci-fi,
Yeah, yeah.
whereas in Escaflow-yay they have like this kind of like knightly armor magical element to it, and I really like that. Also, some of them are invisible, and there's a bit later on where you have a fight between like Van and an invisible mech, and the invisible mech that like he has to like get the invisible mech into the water, and then there's like spray from the water kicking up, and I just remember this very iconic mech fight. And I loved it for those kind of moments, but I had also forgotten it's very teenage romance anime, which probably when I first watched it at age 13 was great because I was the target audience. As
Yeah.
an adult woman, it made me deeply uncomfortable, some of it. There are rose petals, like there's lots of like slow
Feathers.
motion loads of feathers. You find out why the feathers. But there's lots of slow motion shots of like men turning to the camera.
Yeah.
And obviously there's 13-year-old Phoebe has just blocked that out, like, because it wasn't of interest to me really then either.
Phoebe blacked out at the slow-mo men, pretty men. And
And
only
just
remember
wanted the fun
what they
mech
call.
fights.
I just watch it for the guy my left's honest.
Yeah, there's a touch of that. There is a touch of that. So yeah, but like the first episode, there's not a lot of mechs. There's a lot of everything else.
Yeah.
And that made the first episodes a tough watch for me because I was like, Chris is gonna hate this. He's gonna be like, what have you done? He's never gonna let me pick an anime ever again.
It's fine. To be fair, doing this, I wanted to, because I would never watch this off my own bat because I don't think it is in my.
Good.
I don't know, in it's not something I would normally go for. So I stuck it on, and I saw Hitomi Kanzaki, the athletic schoolgirl lass, and she was talking about she was cheering on a boy that she fancies at a track meet and doing all this. I mean, this is like going on 5-10 minutes into it, and I'm like, Phoebe said this was a mech. If this was just me blindly watching this, I would have it off straight away. I would be like, what is this? And then bam, a guy with a sword comes in. I was like, oh, this could be interesting. And then he's a broody little shit. And it's just like, oh, where am I? Oh well, watch out for the dragon. Then the dragon appears.
Yeah.
And then they get isekai to a different world, and then she still broods after these blokes. That running bloke.
Yeah.
It kind of feels to me, with it being in 1996, I think it is quite dated, even in the art,
Yeah.
because it's got that really long necks. They've got massive eyes, really skinny arms and legs.
But everyone's so skinny.
Yeah.
It's like no one's had a good meal except for a few very buff dudes.
Yeah, they've nicked all the food, I think. Oh, actually, you can see underneath me, between us here, look at the length of that neck. Like a gust of wind. I don't know how it's propping her head up with their massive eyes. But it is like the classic anime style, though, isn't it? But once I finished
It
episode
feels
one,
almost 80s. in its anime style.
Yeah,
If you think
it does actually.
95 is when Gundam Wing came out, right? So this is a year after Gundam Wing, but I think it feels much more dated in terms of its animation style.
Even in the story, because like when I look at
Yeah.
the running lass, even in the first three episodes, I don't know if it carries on throughout. She's a very damsel in distress, always wanting a guy to save her, which I think is very old fashioned in anime.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
because she's like she relies on the prince, who is Prince called Van Fennel. Fennel. She relies on him to save him in this new world. And then she gets transported somewhere else. She meets Alan Shazar. He has to save her and carry on his back basically the whole time. She goes to a castle. She's just like, "Oh, you woman, you go to the side while the men fight this battle, please."
Yeah.
Um,
Also, the
there's a
women
lot
in
of
this
that.
hate each other. There's no sense of sisterhood, right?
I didn't even
Um,
mention the weird cat girl thing.
yeah, the weird cat girl. That was another bit where I was like, oh god, I've forgotten this.
So this is my first introduction to obviously they go into this weird world where she gets put in this place. There's weird eyes in the forest, and you realise there's like cat people or wolf people or like big warrior types in the forest. They come out and they're like, "Oh, there's the prince taking back the castle." They go back the castle, and you're like, "Well, I can deal with this so far." And then this weird, very very young looking cat girl comes up to the prince and said, "Oh, Van, I've missed you so much," and starts licking his face all over, and she's a bit obsessed with him. I was like, "Oh, this is a bit," but you know, stuff like that happens.
It's a bit weird, and she's immediately like very jealous and possessive and
Yeah,
weird, like,
you stay away from him. He's mine.
and yet you have no real. I think
Yeah.
you're a servant, right? It's a weird dynamic. Very odd.
Oh,
I
Ben.
have
Hi,
this
Ben.
memory.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hey
Ben's just
Ben.
saying. He just calls it Escaflow-z.
Escaflows.
But I know exactly what it means because there is a
uh,
certain type of stuff that I would watch in bed as a kid. Not like dodgy stuff, but like it just reminds us of that. And I would fall asleep to watching it, and it kind of like
yeah.
used to be that for Cowboy Bebop and weird Asian horror films. So I used to wake up
That
to like screaming
explains
and gore.
that explains so much about you and your life and how you view the world.
Sorry, what was that? What were you saying?
Yeah, it's weirdly slow paced as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I also realized. In a way that I don't think you get. Not in a good way, not in like a Mushishi. Just to bring it back to Mushishi, because at any given opportunity.
It's been one
Not in
episode
like
since. Should be a counter.
since we talked about it. Yeah. I at some point there's gonna have to be some sort of master cut of like the number of times I talk about Mushishi. But Mushishi is a slow anime, right? And it's got this like very delicate, like sonorous kind of quality to it that is atmospheric, whereas this is just a little bit boring at times.
Yeah, yeah. I think you've got to balance it out. So if you don't have a lot going on, you have to have a lot going on in the background. Like Mushishi has an amazing background. It's got like
Yeah.
a really relaxed vibe.
Extraordinary, yeah, a great sound, like one of the best soundtracks ever to, like, and I would say it's not even a soundtrack, it's a soundscape.
All right, moving on. I'm not having this talk.
It's art.
It's all right.
Whereas,
It's all right.
whereas this is, this isn't that.
I would say it was fairly standard. See, I heard
Yeah.
loads of people,
It's yeah.
I heard plop. Sorry,
It's
I
of
just
its
put a plop
time.
in my mouth.
Yeah. Oh, what are the plops like?
Nice,
Chris,
you
what do
got
your plops
caramel.
taste like? Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, hello. Oh, look at that ooze, baby. Dr. Pimple Popper, we're coming for your brand.
I love Dr. Pimple Popper.
I know you do. Genuinely, it makes me gag. I can't watch it.
Well, some people are. It's not for the weak. So, how would you pitch this to a friend that has never seen anime before? I kind of wanna hear your pitch on this.
Okay. So I'm assuming in this that my friend is.
I'll set the scene. Okay. Like, oh, Phoebe,
Yeah.
I really wanted to get into anime. Would you recommend? Could you recommend us one? Oh, there's Vision of Escaflow-yay. What's that about? I've heard you really like it.
If you want to get into anime, don't start there. If you like mechs, try Gundam Wing.
But what if they were like, oh yeah, I do like mechs, but I also like looking at boys.
Oh, okay, then you'll love Escaflow-yay. So
Alright.
if you if you want to know what would have happened if Sailor Moon
I've never seen anime
behave.
before, so what? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, so right, yeah, you don't have any point of reference for Sailor Moon either.
Yeah.
I've just suddenly realised as I'm trying to reference this. Oh, I've got it. Okay. Do you want Twilight but without any of the vampires?
Oh.
And they're in a magical fantasy world full of knights and swords where people duel each other, and sometimes the boys have magical angel wings.
No.
If that sounds like your cup of tea, Escaflow-yay is your jam. And they also have one good song that they use over and over again.
Oh, what does that sound like?
Escaflow-yay.
Oh, 2 seconds. Toonie didn't like the look of me plop.
Oh.
No plops for him.
Molly's also Everything Comes Back to Twilight. Yeah.
To be fair, I really want to watch the second and third one.
You
Molly said I'm
weirdly
not ready.
enjoyed it, didn't you? You're not ready. You're not ready for the jelly.
Sorry, what?
I don't think you're ready for this jelly, because my body's super delicious for you, babe. No? Destiny's Child? Early
No.
Beyonce? Oh, okay.
Don't listen to children. So who's your favourite character in this?
Yeah, good question. Actually, my favourite character doesn't appear until later, and if you thought the Prince Van was brooding, wait until you meet his brother.
No, wait there. I'm sure he's been in it because
Oh, he comes in right at the end, Falcon Fanel, who looks like David Bowie in like Ziggy Stardust era, and he's the most.
he is in it,
brooding of
man, because
characters.
he talks to
He comes in at the end of episode 3. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's
That
like,
guy.
oh, you sold out your village, and he's like, whatever, mate.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But also, if you call your child Falcon, and expect him to turn out not broody, and working in sex, CEX.
And he has wings, and you're naming him after a bird. Of course, he sold out his village. Of course, he sold out of his village because he was probably horrendously bullied. Yeah. He's my favourite character, though. Ziggy Stardust, Angel Man, who goes on this, like... He has this crazy arc. See, there is... As much as I didn't enjoy it coming back to it, I did find bits of it really cringy. There are also bits of it that I know happen later on that I'm like, oh, but that is quite fun. And he's basically, like... So there's this whole thing about like fate that runs through it. So the fact that Hitomi can like predict the future or gets like flashes, visions, if you will, of Escaflow-yay.
Yeah.
Where she's like, he's gonna die and then she'll know like the moment to like change fate. And you basically find out that like that there's a reason for that, and she's tied into this like almost extinct race of people who were kind of in a very
Spoilers.
Atlantean. What?
I'm joking. Just saying spoilers.
Spoilers. Oh yeah, no, huge spoilers. But this has been out since 1996. So if you haven't watched it,
I know.
So, but in a very Atlantean way, they've kind of like messed with fate too much and caused their own destruction. And Van and Falcon are kind of remnants of this ancient race. And what Falcon has done is he's kind of aligned himself with the Emperor, who's hooked himself up to this like ancient technology that's like a fate machine that's corrupting everything in its presence. So you discover that Falcon has ultimately doomed himself by trying to like master his fate and change his fate and work with the Emperor. So he's like slowly dying, and it's very like it's like, as you know, it is very emo as a
Yeah.
as a storyline, but it's also kind of cool. I kind of like the like, you know, man brings about like its own destruction, and like I like the kind of like lost race elements of like the Atlantean. I think they're even called Atlanteans or something. I think it's like literally on the nose in the translation.
They did mention it.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
I did have questions about that fate machine, because you just did see like a. It reminded me of Warhammer 40k. You know, the Emperor on his massive throne. It looked a lot like that.
The God Emperor.
And he's just like, my fate machine did not predict this girl with power.
And you know what that's based on, don't you?
Harry Potter.
For Warhammer 40k.
Is it really?
Yeah. The God Emperor is a character in Dune. Leto Atreides the second. Oh yeah.
No,
And I think the creators of 40k are like very open about the fact that they are heavily inspired by Dune. It's not the only thing in 40k that's Dune influenced.
I'm sure part of the 40k lore is where they've got a planet where absolutely nothing happens and everyone hates, and it's called Birmingham or something like that. I'm sure I've heard that.
I would like to formally distance myself from Christopher Reed's opinion about Birmingham. It's a wonderful
That wasn't
thing.
my opinion. That was 40k lore. I've never actually been before Birmingham. I
Have
would
you
like
not?
to. No.
It's all right.
Really
It's
good.
got more. My one Birmingham fact: it's got more canals than Venice.
To be fair though, do you know when it says Venice is like the city of canals? Isn't it just one canal? Just a really long one?
It's built on water.
It's got one canal then. Sorry, Venice.
And also, to be fair to Venice, Birmingham's architecture is nowhere near as remarkable as Venice, but it is also because it's an industrial city. But
Isn't Ozzy Osbourne from Birmingham?
who?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah.
Yeah. How many singers from Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne have been born are from Venice?
Exactly.
Just saying.
Oh. Although when I did go to Venice, I randomly, a couple in a boat, just a guy singing opera, just was singing opera to them. I think he was probably about to propose or had just proposed, this guy, because he looked nervous as shit.
What, the guy who run the boat? Like steal these women?
No. Oh my god, that would be a great drama.
I love people watching.
Yeah, me too. But I was also like, getting an opera singer in your boat when you're about to propose is high stakes. You better believe that she's gonna say yes.
You wouldn't ask if they weren't going to say yes.
Yeah.
Because there's got to be that conversation beforehand. Like, I know people say you'd surprise them, but you're going to say, look, I'm going to propose to you at some point. Anyway, let's
Make
talk
sure
about
your
marriage,
nails.
because Molly's listening. So
Make sure your
before, do you
nails
know...
are nice, love.
So do you know when you were saying there was like... When you first started watching it again, the first 3 episodes, I had exactly the same moment as well. Whereas I remember it, I was at sea with a bunch of big burly men, and we used to have film nights, and I had like a terabyte hard drive just full of anime and films and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, Chris, why don't you pick a film tonight?" And I'd been talking that day about Cowboy Bebop. I was like, "Oh,
Oh
it's
no!
amazing. It's
But that
about
is amazing.
I know, but listen, it gets worse." So I was like,
Okay.
it's kind of like a spaghetti western in space. It's this bounty hunter that goes round, and there's more stuff that happens. It's got like a noir thing, and they're like, "Oh, that sounds pretty good." That obviously in their respective accents that I won't copy.
Yeah. Thank you.
And they were like, "Oh well, you've got it on DVD here," and it was, Cowboy Bebop the movie, and I was just like,
Yeah.
"All right, I'll stick that on." And I forgot, but there's like a whole like dancing montage at the start. And they were just like, yeah, let's turn this off. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh no, they didn't even like stick out the dancing montage to get to the good bit.
No, no.
Oh.
This is a bunch of well, to be fair, they normally watched Bollywood films, so I thought they would have been all over it. Like, oh, he has a different type of dancing montage, and they were like, I'm
Asian
good.
dancing.
But yeah,
Harsh.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's how I
Critics.
felt. We probably both felt the same then, because I did when I was like, and also it goes on for so long. This high school drama bit in episode 1, it's 90% of what happens in that episode.
Yeah.
It takes so long for her to get isekai'd, and I was like, I owe Chris an apology.
It's fine. I'll probably do the same at some point. But do you think
Yeah.
throughout the first 3 episodes, who do you think the star of the show is?
Well, it's supposed to be Hitomi, isn't it?
That's why I'm
But
asking.
yeah. She has a weird moment when she lands in whatever it is called, Gaia.
Yeah.
Where she lands and she's thinking about her friend, her red-headed friend.
Yeah.
Very, very homoerotic subtext. Like the way that she thinks of her friend is there's a very sapphic element to that. I would say.
Yeah. I also noticed that when she's in peril, because there's a weird situation that I probably don't want to get into with a mole man, or anytime she's in danger as well, she shouts. I don't know if this is a dub thing, but she shouts "mom" or "mom." She shouts for her mommy. I don't know if it's because she's young, or it's because it's a weird like call out thing to show how naive and young she is, or what. Yeah. It's a weird thing to shout.
Is she not shouting for the guy? I forget what his
No.
name is. The runner. In episode 1, he's the star of the show because he's the focus for most of it. Episode 2, I think.
Under 10 seconds. It's his track record.
That's his track record. Once you get into the other world, into Gaia, I think Van and Hitomi are the main characters, but the best character is Balgus.
I was just gonna say that he's my standout.
Yeah.
He is built like a brick shithouse. He's got scars all over his body. He's got some interesting face paint. There's these things called what's the big guy Malefs, which is the mechs.
Guy Malefs.
He takes them out by himself without being in a Guy Malef himself. He just like with his big sword. He's the most interesting guy so far. Him and Emperor Domkirk, I think. At least they had something about them. I realise
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah, yeah.
picking all the male characters here, but there's not a lot of interesting females to pick here.
And that's very 90s anime as well.
Yeah. Every time there's a fight, because when
Yeah.
Van and Alan first meet up, it's just like, it's kind of like they have like a duel where they're trying to escape from his castle, and he's just like, look, I'm not going to let you go. I'm in a mech thing. You're in a mech thing. Let's have a little fight. If you lose, you have to stay here. If you win, you can go. It's fine.
Yeah.
And when they're doing that, they're like, oh, woman, can you just stay back to the side a bit while the men have the fight? Be alright.
Can we literally sideline you? Even though you're technically the main character.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you've
Yeah.
noticed, everyone looks after her as well.
Yeah.
Like,
And really, that's
I mean, Mole Man doesn't,
sadly.
but
Mole Man doesn't. Yeah.
I'll leave
It's
that there.
yeah, it's best to leave it there. We don't want to get into Mole Man. He's creepy.
Yeah.
I do also. It does have some good villains. Like you find out the guy who's piloting the invisible mech. It's a guy called Delandau Albertau.
Rolls off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue. Some of the names in this are wild. And he's fun in that like classic like just pure crazy villain. Like his motivation is largely I've just gone a bit insane, and I kind of like that. Sometimes you don't want the complex complexity. Sometimes you just want a guy who's just gone a bit insane.
Joyce, I find myself liking that a bit more and more now. Where it's just like, oh, he could go into the like, oh, he was beaten as a child and he was treated like shit, or he's just a bit of a bastard. I like that.
He's just a bit. Sometimes people are just a bit mental.
Yeah, he's just angry at the world.
Yeah, the world hasn't gone his way, and he's mad about it.
So, from you recommending this, and what
so
you can go, it's all right, because we've said nothing good about it really, and I'm trying to get at what made you recommend it. Like, what were your highlights of watching this?
By far the best bits are the Guy Malef fights, the mechs fighting. And because I remembered some of these other story beats that you don't get to in the first 3 episodes, that I was like, oh yeah, no, that's quite cool. Maybe Chris would like that.
Yeah.
But because we do this, and I think it's a fair rule, 3 episodes in, you get 3 episodes to like sell an anime.
Yeah.
Eddie, come here. Come here.
See, I admit it threw a lot of information at you. I mean, not a lot happened, but when stuff did happen, it happened a lot. There's loads of lore. You get chucked into different worlds, and like, oh yeah, there's other places as well. That's where you live, the Blue Moon Way or the Blue Pearl.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, how do they know about them? And the people on Earth don't know about this. Oh yeah, we used to travel there. We'll just run past this and talk about big robots for a second. Then we'll talk about this lineage, and then we'll talk about this. Then we'll cut to the baddie who's got a lot of plot.
Do you know what? One of the things as I was watching it, I was like, this is the thing I like about it. It feels a bit like a D&D campaign. It has the same kind of craziness that your friends throw out during the middle of a D&D campaign, but the world building feels like someone sat down and gone, oh, what's a fun place for us all to play together, and just gone a bit mad with it. And I can't, and that I actually do quite like, and I like the fact that everything has a slightly twiddly name, and it's like they've got Atlanteans and fate machines and that sort of stuff. Like the world building and the setting is good. I would quite like to see another story in this world, but written. I'd like to see it overhauled, I think.
In what way do you think? Like faster pace or better animation? Add more female characters.
All of those. I think you're right. The style of it is very dated. I'd love to see it in a kind of a more like I would say more classic, but more like timeless anime style. This feels like you could place very easily. You can place when this was made. Whereas I think with something like, I think even like Gundam or the what's it called? Vash with the Stampede. Trigun.
Trigun. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that
That
kind of
holds
like
up.
the new style animation.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it in the new style animation. Where
Right.
where you can be more dynamic and you can be more fast paced and you can really lean into the fun battle scenes.
Hmm.
I'd love to see that. And I do think the world has merit, even though the story is maybe it may be quite too dated for me now as a 35-year-old.
Yeah, I think I agree, and I think that's what saved it for me. Instead of me switching off after episode one and pretending that I watched it, did actually watch it because of the little nuggets of lore for the world. Like I'm like, why is there a village of cat people? Do they come in it later? What's this God Emperor fate machine thing? This sounds interesting, and it leaves
Yeah.
you little stuff like that where I was kind of like, I want to hear more about that. I want to see more of this world or the different. They did go to different planets, didn't they? Or was it different?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and they definitely have different races. At one point, there's like a like a village of wolf people that they
yeah,
go to, and there's like there is cool, fun stuff in this. I just think
yeah.
it takes a bit too long to get to it. That's one of the things that I think if you just altered the pacing of it, um,
Also,
yeah,
with it being from 1996, you can tell just by looking at the screenshot. I was trying to find things for the thumbnail and the background for this video, and that is the best that I could find, which was a HD remake from I don't know when, and it was like it's either that or it looks fuzzy and horrible in your eyes.
yeah,
So I wouldn't mind an update. Do you know kind of like how they do in One Piece, where they're
yeah,
redoing that with cleaner animation and a bit more streamlined story? I would like that. Less. I mean, you kind of get rid of the weird boy thing, but a bit more updated, where it's just like it's not as dwelled upon. But I think it shows promise, um, and I would like to see the rest of it. I might stop after a couple more episodes, but I would like to find out the answer to some questions.
yeah. There is also a film which takes a very different storyline, but it's like they've set it in the same world, but they've just given it a completely different story and like condensed a lot of the themes into this one overarching story. And I
Right.
think if you enjoyed the world building, maybe try the film instead of sticking out the teeth. It's up to you. It's very different. It's very, very different. Like it has a completely different ending. It's
Right.
she still gets isekai'd, I think. But also I can't remember if the film is as boy crazy. So because I'm like genuinely that is the thing that my mind had just not latched on to the boy craziness, and there is
Yeah.
something of like realizing I probably watched this before I had understood my own sexuality. And looking
Yeah.
back through my lens now, I'm like, oh, there are some things that are just blanked out because they were not of interest. So that could
Yeah.
still be a problem with the film.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
fine. I'll
yeah,
have a look at it because I might just go for the film instead because I think it does have a lot of promise. I could maybe enjoy it. I think I didn't think
yeah.
much of it. I didn't think it was really bad, but I didn't. I was looking for things to keep us interested in it.
It might be one of those sleepy animes that you watch in bed. That's okay.
That's One Piece at the
Escaflow-yay.
minute.
Oh well, that's fine because you know it takes forever to get to a fight in that too.
At least they're not as boy crazy.
Then no, they're girl crazy in in One
Yeah.
Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think?
And it
Do
is
you?
One Piece is far superior to Escaflow-yay. I'll say it now. Just don't come for us, One Piece fans.
Do you know what? Do you know what I did really like about this though? Um,
Yeah.
them the sections of them getting into the mechs. Sorry, so I keep forgetting the name. The
Guymalefs.
Guymalefs. Yeah. So
Yeah.
they actually take the time to animate it starting up because it's very mechanical. It's not like a Evangelion kind of it works because it works or
Yeah.
whatever. It's literally like things start turning. You see the hands go into the bits that control the arms, and you can see them moving. It's got the things that go over, and it's got spinny bits and clacky bits, and I quite enjoyed that because they
I
took the
did too.
time. Yeah, they took the time to
Yeah.
animate it and like think about it as opposed to just him going in and maybe he's a puff of smoke and it's like, yes, now I'm in it.
Yeah. I also like that in this there's an element of you earning your like that it's not that they have a full consciousness, but they have that kind of like nightly. It's like in old Arthurian legends where the knights form bonds with their weapons and all the swords have names and the spears have names. I've been doing like folktale research for something else that we're doing in October.
Mm,
And like all of them have like, they have like a named spear that almost is a character in its own right. And
yeah.
I think the Guymalefs get the same treatment. And you have this element of the people piloting it almost have to earn the Guymalefs' respect.
See,
And
I
have like
saw it
this kind
similar.
of bond with it.
I saw it similar, but like with a knight and a horse.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
It's like not anyone can just jump on its back and ride it. It's gonna kick you off or that kind
Yeah,
of thing,
yeah.
or you'll not control it right.
Yeah, yeah. That, and I think that if I was going to carry on watching this, I would be. It's the mechs for me that really do. like like I know we're joking that I watch it for the mechs, but actually I do think the mechs in this are very cool. They're a very cool example of like a different way to approach big fighting robots.
Yeah.
Um,
So
yeah.
it's weird because you messaged me saying the contrary. You said you only wanted to watch the boys. But anyway,
You must be getting mixed up with your co-hosts. That sounds like something Lee would say.
Lee would never watch an anime that wasn't One Piece or Dragon Ball. Or
Lee
Willy.
only wants to Lee only wants to watch anime that has thousands of episodes. That's why he's never gotten onto any other anime.
This is like 12 episodes long or something, isn't it?
It's really short, yeah. Yeah.
So
That's another saving grace, to be fair. If you just want
it's at least it's short.
at least it's short. Although if you want something that has like a good self-contained arc, one of the things that I find unsatisfying about Escaflow-yay as well is the ending, because it feels like it's not quite wrapped up. It's deliberately a bit
Right.
like, ooh, not sure about that. It feels a bit like the ending of his Dark Materials, in that you're like, oh, but what happens to the cat? Like it just doesn't give you resolution,
Right. It's not
which is a
satisfying.
choice. Yeah, yeah, but it's not
Sometimes
really
it pulls off
satisfying
alright.
because sometimes it pulls off all right. This it doesn't feel overly satisfying. So again, if you want good mech with excellent storytelling and a satisfying conclusion, go watch Gundam Wing. Go watch our episode of Gundam Wing on Nerdy Up North YouTube. And then watch it for yourself.
Exactly. So I know you've said it doesn't a lot, but do you think it holds up in 2025?
No. Imagine if just then I was like, actually, yeah. Forget what I've said for the past hour.
I just have to ask you.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's because it's the question we always ask each other. But no, no, I don't. I really don't.
That's fair.
Yeah,
See, I'm glad I experienced it. I can say that I've watched the first 3 episodes of Escaflow-yay because I don't
you
think
can
you
say
can
you
really
gave it a
say.
go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you can say if you like or don't like something unless you try it.
Exactly, exactly. And we were always going to try lots of different anime. So this is one that just, yeah, didn't hold up. That's
So
okay. It's not for everyone.
do you think we should wrap up this Escaflow-yay? Visions of
Yeah.
Escaflow-yay?
What are we gonna do? Let's close that vision. What are we gonna do next week? Did we talk about this?
We didn't. We
did.
never do.
No. I was wondering if you would want to watch a film. So at the moment, what we're doing is that we're filming a whole load of like special guests, which is very exciting in the background.
Yeah.
But it also means we're having to double watch anime. So I was like, maybe we do a film. How do you feel about Steam Boy?
Yeah, I've got it. I can't remember watching it, but we'll see. Hasn't that got Jean-Luc Picard in it?
Has it? I know Laputa Castle in the Sky
2
does.
seconds. Keep talking.
So Laputa Castle in the Sky definitely has Patrick Stewart in. He plays the main girl's uncle. It might do. He's done voice
Patrick
acting,
Stewart, yeah.
has it?
So I've got it here. It's got the
fab.
It's got a weird sticker on, but yeah.
It's got a discount sticker on it.
Anna Paquin, Alfred Molina, and Patrick Stewart.
Anna Paquin, amazing. I've also been True Blood, and she plays Rogue in the X-Men films.
Oh, he looks like the guy from Akira.
He does look like the guy from Akira. Actually, I think it's the same. I think you'll find it's the same studio.
Oh, can you remember
that
what
made
that
Akira
title chapters in DVDs?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's watch. Should we watch Steamboat? And I think let's not watch the extended version. Let's just watch the cinema released, not the director's cut. That looks like the normal one, not the director's cut.
So. Just it's not for rental, so I don't know.
Fair. But yeah, that'd be fun, I think.
Steam Boy,
and then stay tuned for December when we're gonna have a whole load of guests. It's like a anime advent treat.
Oh, to be honest, I really love doing this because I'm not bothered about people's followings or like what they're interested in. I just love having people on watching anime
who are
and
enthusiastic.
Talking about it.
Yeah. And we've also been getting some people who have been recommending stuff that we wouldn't have probably picked ourselves. Like tomorrow, we're recording with someone who's picked Detective Conan, which is not one that I've ever really has crossed my radar.
Nope.
So yeah, but you'll have to wait for months to find out what we thought. So,
and why that's...
So if you haven't already, subscribe below.
So we've pre-recorded these guests for December, right? So we can have like Christmas off with families and stuff. It's going to be weird in November. We'll be like, oh yeah, and next week we're starting the guests and stuff. And then in January we're both going to be like this. From all the Christmas food that we've ate. But,
whoa. Yeah. We'll be Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
not who I meant either. Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt.
I meant jabbering, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So next week, Steam Boy. And I think that's
Steam Boy!
Thanks for coming and commenting, everyone. Don't be
Don't be a Flonay, be an Escaflow-yay.
Hey!